in this video we are going to be looking at power rule. Power rule is going to be the fourth rule of differentiation we'll be looking at in this series. And what you need to understand is that the rule says if y is u raised to power n, where u is a function of x, then the y over the x is equal to du dx times dy du. Okay, it's a very simple rule. What you need to understand is what they mean by u raised to power n. Okay, in this case we are told that u is a function of x. So anytime we have x raised to power n is your regular general polynomial. But if you have f of x raised to power n, this is power rule. So what you will notice that is a complex function of x raised to power a constant. Raised to power a constant. For instance, I can have sine x raised to power 2. This can be solved by power rule. I can have ln x raised to power 17. This can be solved by power rule because it's a function of x as the base and a constant as the power. These are the kind of problem power rule deals with. Okay, you have a function of x. I can have something like 7. Okay, let's look at 7x squared minus 3 all raised by 99. So this is a complex base, a constant power. Polynomial function, ordinary number as power. Logarithm function, ordinary power. Trigonometry function, ordinary power. When we are faced with problem like this, we apply power rules to solve it. So let's look at some examples. So this is the first problem we'll be looking at under power rule. We are given y to be equal to 3x squared plus 7 all raised by 7 to find the y dx. So as usual, the formula says dy over dx is equals to du over dx times dy over du. Okay, so if I go by this, the base is my u. Remember the function say if y equals to u raised by n. So the base is your u, the power is your n. Okay, so if we go by that, I can say let u be the base, 3x squared plus 4. So generally, in a question involving power rule, you assume the base is u. Okay, so when you take your u, the next thing you want to do is to differentiate it. The u dx will give us 6x plus 0. So this is gone. So now, I'm going to go back to the main question and replace the base with u because I've said let u be the base. So this means that y is now u raised to power 7. Did you get that part? We say let the base be u. So if the base is u, it means y is u raised to power 7. Am I correct? So immediately you take your u and differentiate it, you go and bring that down. So this is what will now lead to our dy over du. When you differentiate y with respect to u, you are going to have 7 u raised to 6. 7 multiply, subtract 1 from the power, our general polynomial rule. Okay, so with this now, we have what we can substitute back into the formula. So the formula says dy over du is equals to du dx times dy over du. What is du dx? 6x. What is dy over du? 7 u raised to power 6. If you multiply 6 times 7, that should be 42. X times u, xu raised to power 6. This is my answer. But I don't need you in my final answer. So I have to go back and replace u. U was replacing the base. So I'm going to take the base to replace u again. So finally, dy over dx is equals to 42x bracket 3x squared plus 4 all raised to power 6. That's our answer. Take another example. Okay, let's look at the second example. It says that if y is equal to the cube root of 3x squared minus 4x, we should find dy dx. Okay, in this case, we need to eliminate the cube roots so that it looks exactly like what we want. If we do that, y will be equal to 3x squared minus 4x all raised to power. Remember, when you remove the roots, it will be 1 over the root. 1 over 3. So this is the base, this is the power. The formula says dy over dx is equals to du dx times dy du. So the base is our u. So let u be equal to the base 3x squared minus 4x. We differentiate, we have du dx. This will give us 6x minus 4. Okay, now our y means replace your base with u now. That will be u raised to 1 over 3. So if you differentiate this, the y over du, 1 over 3 multiply, we have 1 over 3u. Subtract 1 from the power, you have minus 2 over 3. 1 over 3 minus, climbing to heaven. So this implies that y is equals to u raised to 1 over 3. Since we are replacing the base with u, let u be the base, right? So if we differentiate now, we have du, rather dy over du, which means multiply by the power to have 1 over 3u. 1 over 3 minus 1 will give us minus 2 over 3. So now we can take our formula and substitute. So that means dy, we already have our formula. So dy over dx is equals to du dx, which is this, 6x minus 4 times dy du, which is 1 over 3u raised to minus 2 over 3. Okay? If you multiply, you have 1 over 3 into 6x minus 4. Then this is u raised to minus 2 over 3. What is u? U is the base. So now I have 1 over 3 into 6x minus 4 into u, which is the base, 3x squared minus 4x raised to minus 2 over 3. This is very much a good answer, but that's, we can simplify further. To remove the negative sign of the power, we bring it to the numerator, leaving us with 6x minus 4. 1 times this will give us this. This is coming to the denominator. 3 into 3x squared minus 4x raised to minus 2 over 3. Okay? If you want to go, sorry, there's no longer minus sign. That's the essence of bringing it down. Law of indices. Okay? So if we want to go further, I can bring back the cube roots. 6x raised to minus 4 all over 3 cube roots of 3x squared minus 4x. All squared. So that's our final answer. Okay? So that's our final answer for this question. If you get this far, you are good. Next example for power root says we should find dy dx if y is equals to cos cube x. Know that cos cube x is the same thing as cos x all cube. Okay? So which means cos is the base, 3 is the power. So that means we can go with the power rule. Remember the formula says dy over dx is du dx times dy du. So to solve further, let u be the base. The base is cos x. So if we differentiate, let u be the base, cos x. So if we differentiate the u over dx, will give us minus sine x coming from our table. This means that y will now be u cubed, u is per 3. So if you differentiate y with respect to u, the y du, 3 multiply, you have 3u, 3 minus 1 is 2. So now we can substitute into the formula. Substituting into the formula means the y over dx is equal to du dx, which is minus sine x, times dy du, which is 3u squared. Putting everything together, we have minus 3u squared sine x. So what is u? U is cos x, which means I have minus 3 cos square x sine x. So that's the answer for this question. So this is where we end